So, hello, sir. Welcome to the Student's Perspective. I'm very proud to be a part of Mind Over Matter today. And we have Dr. Santosh Gatpande with us. He's a certified musical therapist. And, sir, with you, I'm very honored to do this podcast. So, my first question to you is, sir, what is musical therapy?
Music therapy is using a music as a therapy, and then everyone listens to music. Like statistical data says that 95% of Indian audience love music. So all of us love music, but we don't listen to a specific music. We just listen to anything. So it like happens like whenever we are going to a medical shop, and then मुझे ये लाल गोली अच्छी लगी, फिर दिखने में अच्छी लगी, फिर पिंक गोली भी अच्छी लगी, येलो गोली भी अच्छी लगी, तो सारे मैंने ले लिए और खा लिए. सो उसका कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं हुआ मेरे ऊपर. तो मुझे जो गाना अच्छा लगा वो मैं सुन रहा हूँ, लेकिन उसका इफेक्ट कुछ नहीं हो रहा है मेरे ऊपर. सो म्यूजिक थेरेपी इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग हाउ म्यूजिक इफेक्ट्स अस and then listening to a specific kind of music, specifically designed music, and using it in our daily routine. So that's musical therapy. So in music therapy, music acts as the medium. In any therapy, medium zaruri hai koi to. So in musical therapy, music acts as the medium.
Okay. Sir, I understand कि आपने NLP भी किया हुआ है and you're a psychologist yourself.
Yep.
So you know about so you know about talk therapy as well, right? कि जहाँ पे आप बातें करते हो, आप मेडिकेशन देखते हो या बस बात करते हो. तो सर उसमें ट्रेडिशनल थेरेपी और म्यूजिक थेरेपी में सर क्या फर्क है?
ट्रेडिशनल थेरेपी और म्यूजिक थेरेपी में बिगेस्ट डिफरेंस इज म्यूजिक को ब्रेन में इंटरैक्ट करने के लिए कोई मीडियम नहीं लगता. इट म्यूजिक डायरेक्टली इंटरैक्ट्स विद ब्रेन बिकॉज our human brain is constantly raising some of the brain waves, so we can measure the brain waves as well. And brain waves and musical waves, music is nothing but a sound, and sound waves are interacting with brain waves, और उसका डायरेक्ट इंटरेक्शन है. सो देयर इज नो वाया मीडिया और देयर इज नथिंग इन बिटवीन. सो द इफेक्ट जो होता है उसका, इट डायरेक्टली ब्रेन पे होता है. So whatever we are talking about in terms of music therapy, we can heal multiple diseases with music therapy. Although all that can be possible because it directly interacts with brain, and then it activates brain centers. If I talk about the scientific fact, 17 areas in the brain gets activated with music. So there is no other activity compared with this. 17 is the highest number, wherein any other activity, you compare it with reading, you compare it with writing, dance, sports, anything, any other activity versus music, music activates highest areas in the brain, 17 areas in the brain.
Okay.
So that's where it interacts directly with the brain, and through brain we can have multiple effects because brain is the controlling power of the body. So through brain we can have many positive effects on the body as well as the brain.
Sir, ये आपने बोला कि there are 17 areas affecting, right? Sir, what are these areas and how are these areas responsible for? So, for example, जब मैं read करता हूँ तो मेरा front cortex is activated, right? So मेरी understanding, memory, imagination, ये सारे areas मेरे खुलते हैं. तो music में ऐसे कौन से areas खुलते हैं?
Music में actually there are so many areas that get, for example, if we take an example of playing an instrument. So playing an instrument actually brings about multiple coordination between multiple areas in the brain because it's an handheld instrument. Is this motor skill which is involved, fine motor skill which is involved for playing an instrument, and then also the music is created in the brain from the right brain centric portion of the brain wherein there is creativity associated. So music is created there. If there is a bit instrument or the tal instrument is involved, which is a constant kind of a logical thing which is happening, so some of the left brain centers are also involved there. So it's a combination of right and left brain, or I would say a right combination of right and left brain which gets activated, and then a musical instrument is being played. So also in vocal singing, whenever you sing, probably the tune is generated first here, and then the vocal cords gets activated, and then it comes out from your vocal cord. So there are so many coordination or multiple areas which are involved in music, which actually so that's where I typically, whenever I generate some awareness sessions, I call music therapy as the spa for the brain. So that's the term that I use. It's a spa for the brain because it gives nourishment to the brain. And typically whenever we speak about spa, it's for the body. But what about the brain? So music therapy acts as the spa for the brain.
बट सर दिस इज तो प्लेइंग और क्रिएशन और सिंगिंग के टर्म्स में ना, मैं बोल रहा हूँ लिसनिंग के टर्म्स में कैसे एक्टिवेट हो रहा है?
Listening also. So whenever we talk about processing of the music, so here we are listening, so it's a pure listening wherein if at all there is a lyrics which is involved in the song. So for lyrical processing, there are centers which are language centers which gets involved, because we want to process the lyrics in the song. The tune of the song is actually creative. So again, the right brain centers comes into picture. And so this actually, there is a combination of these centers wherein we process the lyrics, we process the tune, and then we process the
rhythm.
tal or the
The rhythm of the song.
rhythm of the music. Yes. So
Okay.
even we, like, if we listen to 5 minutes of music as well, 5 to 10 minutes of music as well, they, whatever I am talking about, the 17 areas in the brain, or the nourishment of the brain, that happens if we listen to 10 minutes of music daily. So that's a daily dosage of spa for the brain.
Okay. But here 10 minutes of music मतलब सिर्फ फिर तभी सिर्फ म्यूजिक ही सुनना है, कभी you can
Right.
do कि आप जिम कर रहे हो और आप म्यूजिक कर रहे हो?
No, that's not typically, because so if we want to have the therapeutic effect, then just listen to that piece. Like, ideal time zone for a therapy effect to come into picture is 20 minutes. So even though I said 5-10 minutes, the ideal effective time is 20 minutes per day. So typically I have my venture in Pune which is called Music Cafe, and then wherein we encourage people to come there. It's a gym concept there. So why people go to gym is to exercise, bodily exercise. But then people should also do this kind of a brain gym or a spa for the brain in a daily routine. So ideal time frame for that is 20 minutes, and 20 minutes of daily dosage of music will have the desired effect. And whenever you are listening to that effect, you should not be doing couple of things. One thing is, you should not be analyzing that music. Typically what people do is, whenever a music starts playing in, they start analyzing the music, which instrument is playing, who is singing, what kind of thing, and all those thoughts comes into picture. So it should not be like that. If you want to have the therapeutic effect, just go with the music, just go with the flow of the music, and don't analyze the music. Just go with the flow. And second thing is, don't do a brain heavy activity, like रीडिंग कर रहे हो और म्यूजिक सुन रहे हो, या फिर और कुछ कर रहे हो एंड देन स्टडीज कर रहे हो एंड म्यूजिक सुन रहे हो. सो थेरेपेटिक इफेक्ट नहीं होगा उसका. सो प्रोबेबली just devote that 15-20 minutes for just for the music and listen to it.
ओके. बट सर एक चीज मैंने नोटिस किया है कि जब आप रीड करते हो या जब आप स्टडी करते हो, म्यूजिक प्लेज अ वेरी बिग रोल, एटलीस्ट फॉर मी इट डज.
Yes.
क्योंकि
Yes.
एक फ्लो आ जाता है और एक प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट क्रिएट होता है कि देयर इज नो स्टॉप देयर. सो डू यू थिंक दैट इज ट्रू और इट इज एक्चुअली जस्ट प्लेसिबो?
No, that's true. But the type of music that you should listen to while studying is different than whatever you listen to as a therapy or as an active. So there are two parts of music, or two kinds of music that I will say. One is an kind of an active music, and the other one is a passive music. So whenever you are studying you typically listen to a passive music which goes in the background. So the music is not actually attracting your brain, or ideally it should not be. So your focus should be on the studies, but it plays in the background, and then it creates a flow, so that you are not distracted to anything else, but go with the studies kind of.
ओके. तो सर टू थिंग्स हियर. एक तो ये कैसे काम करता है कि मतलब जब म्यूजिक बजता है तो मेरा स्टडीज अच्छे से हो रहा है, ये क्यों होता है? एंड सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज कि सर कैन यू सजेस्ट एनी इंस्ट्रूमेंट और एनी सॉन्ग्स दैट आर यूजफुल फॉर व्हाइल स्टडीइंग फॉर दीस पैसिव म्यूजिक जो है, कि कौन सा ट्रैक्स को मुझे सुनना चाहिए?
Yeah, so firstly, it actually, whenever music is played, then brain actually listens to a particular flow of that music. And then if it's a real passive kind of a music, then what it creates is an kind of a concentration levels आपका increase कर रहा है, because you are focused on that piece of music. Along with that, if you are studying, then that's like you are already concentrated, and then you are studying. So it actually creates an when you say placebo, it's not real placebo effect, but it's an concentration levels kind of a thing, wherein you are concentrating, your brain is not diverted to multiple things but just focused on one thing. That's kind of an effect. And secondly, you asked about instrument. So instrument is ideally you can go with any kind of instrumental music. Typically, flute can go with this because flute has that ability wherein it goes with the flow, because it's an air instrument and it creates a natural flow in that. So any track or any kind of thing, if you listen to on a flute, then it creates that effect.
Okay, 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 okay. So the best thing is to listen to flute instrumentals while studying, correct? And
Yep.
secondly, I from what I understand that आपने बोला concentration levels high हो जाते हैं. I think that is because कि जब आप music सुन रहे हो तो automatically आपका focus वो music पे है, correct?
Correct.
But because it is not attracting your brain and you don't have thoughts because of that music, तो आप पढ़ पा रहे हो,
Correct.
But it's
Yep.
going in that it creates that ambience कि आपको और किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं पड़ रही है और आप कहीं पे ध्यान भटक नहीं रहा है, और
Correct.
भटक रहा है तो भी वो म्यूजिक पे ही भटक रहा है जो अट्रैक्ट नहीं कर रहा है आपको, तो यू कैन इजीली कम बैक.
Correct.
ओके, so that is your passive music. ठीक है. Now sir, coming to this question कि how can music therapy affect someone who has, let's say, anxiety or stress or depression or is, you know, someone who is really let's say एक बहुत common problem है कि लोग lazy हो जाते हैं, लोग अपना flow खो बैठते हैं. So how can music affect those areas, specifically those areas?
Music actually affects all these areas because how, in a sense, as I said, the basis of music is affecting the brain areas or centric areas. And then whenever we talk about a specific problem, what we do, what I do as a music therapist is understand the psychological, behavioral, medicinal, and personality history of that person, and then suggest a designed music for that cause and the purpose kind of thing. So it's not generic. So ये क्रोसिन जैसा नहीं है कि आपको अगर कोई भी like if you have a fever and then generally क्रोसिन ले लिया और ठीक हो गया, it's not like that. If one person's depression is very different than other person's depression because of the reasons, because of the background and other things. Anxiety also, an individuality comes into picture, the personality comes into picture, so it has to be designed for that person, for that cause. So that's where it's very individualistic when we talk about a music therapy for a problem. So we consider all these factors and then design music and suggest that music to be played in terms of I have so many cases. So if you talk about laziness and all those things, I worked with a national level badminton player, and she was having a difficulty wherein after losing couple of tournaments, she felt like she should not go back to court. She quit tennis kind of thing, badminton, sorry. So she almost quit kind of thing. And then she was struggling to go back. She was not feeling to go back to court because of those losses. We considered her personality, her background, her history, and designed music. The effect after 2 months of constant music therapy, listening to a designed set of music, after 2 months, her coach actually called me and told me that she's back in the court. So that was required. Back in the court was required. Winning and losing is part of the game, but back in the court, start practicing and back in the game. So that was the result which we got. So all these problems can be tackled very easily with the help of music.
So when you say you design certain music, you design only the instrument part or also the dialogue part that goes into music?
Not the dialogue exactly, but what we design is how to listen to music. So prescription includes the music as well as the how to listen to it, at what time, and then what it should accompany kind of thing. I mean, what the person should do and how the music can be incorporated in the person's daily routine as well. What time of the day kind of thing. So all these things matter a lot.
यही एग्जांपल में हम कंटिन्यू करते हैं कि आपने उनको क्या सजेस्ट किया कि व्हेन शुड शी डू इट एंड हाउ शुड शी लिसन टू इट, just to understand
I suggested,
the basis of this.
yeah, I suggested her to pick two slots in the day, one in the morning and one in the night kind of a thing. But I was not asking her to pick एक particular time नहीं, एक पर्टिकुलर किसी के बाद या किसी के पहले. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, whenever we wake up, the first thing we do is brush the teeth. So like it's like 8 o'clock भी आप जगे तो भी वही करोगे, 9 o'clock भी वही करोगे, 7 o'clock भी वही करोगे. So it should be part of the routine. So I asked her to pick a slot which is just before her breakfast kind of a thing, and then just before she goes to sleep, That was another slot. And while listening to that, one other suggestion was, in the night I asked her to think about her previous winning matches kind of moments. So whenever she was thinking about, because thoughts will come, we cannot avoid thoughts will come, but in the night I specifically asked her to think about all those past moments wherein she won the game, kind of thing. So that was one more suggestion which I incorporated. And then slowly, we, after every 15 days, there was a gradual change and a feedback session.
So is this somewhere close to what hypnosis is? Because hypnosis,
Not really hypnosis. It's not hypnosis. It's pure frequency based. Music carries a frequency. Frequency has an effect, sound kind of effect with the brain. So it's not hypnosis really, but the thoughts, whatever we come, like music helps you to think in a particular direction. It gives you a flow kind of thing, and the direction you can choose. So that's where I suggested her one direction wherein she should be thinking about the winning streak kind of a thing. So एक direction अगर आप देते हो तो in music you will continue to think in direction. Music will help you stay there kind of.
ओके तो ये वही वी सर्कल बैक टू द पैसिव म्यूजिक वाला थिंग जो हम स्टडीज में कर रहे हैं बट वी रिप्लेस स्टडीज विद द थॉट्स.
Yes.
Okay. So now I have, because I was researching about this topic, I've come across something called binaural beats. So if you can help us understand what binaural beats are.
Yeah, binaural beats are also frequency based sound, I would say, but I will not call them as music. So the difference between music therapy and binaural beats is uh, it's not enjoyable. If you listen to binaural beats for a longer period of time or some period of time, it's not really entertaining for the brain. So difference between the music therapy and these binaural beats is music therapy is also entertaining for the brain. And the reason why music therapy is more, I would say, more used or more effective is that there is a phenomena called like brain ka concentration levels. If we talk about anything which is non-entertaining for the brain listens to it for 7 seconds and then loses the interest. So 7 seconds is the time period wherein it should attract you or it should hold you, and then you will continue to listen. That's where this entertainment part of the music comes into picture, because if you just design anything and then give it to some person, and if it's non-entertaining, then even though the music is playing on, but the switch or the receiving power of the brain is off because it's non-entertaining. So the receiving is off and the effect is gone. So if you want to keep the brain's receiving power on, then music has to be entertained, or it has to be carrying that entertainment value for the brain as well. So which is the basic difference between these binaural beats versus music therapy.
Okay. So यहाँ पे when you design, you consider the experiences and the personality so that it becomes entertaining for the person as well. Okay. So, okay, my final question to you is, if you were to give a general advice, if you were to play a general sort of a session for students out there, what would that look like, or what would you suggest them to start with?
Yeah, so I have a musical piece which we can right now play, kind of thing. And what I would suggest is for the next 2.5 minutes, it will play, kind of a thing. But the additional thing that students should do is listen to it by closing their eyes, if they can. Listen to it by closing their eyes, and then this musical piece is it's a technique called musical imagery. So if you close your eyes, you will be able to still see some images, because if you are closing your eyes and listening to this music, you will still see some images, but the images will be definitely positive. And then that's the technique that I'm talking about, that students can do. This 2.5 minutes also will be very effective if they close their eyes and try to see or imagine something. The imagination is definitely very, very positive and beautiful, I'm sure. So we can try this out.
Okay, sure. Okay, just before that, one question. Sir, why are you so sure कि ये जो images आने वाले हैं, पहली बात तो you are sure कि images आने ही वाले हैं, and दूसरा कि you are sure कि images positive ही होने वाले हैं.
Yes.
Sir, on what basis do you make that statement? How can you be so sure about it?
Because the design angle that I have put in while choosing this kind of a music, the instruments which are chosen, the theme which is chosen in this music, and how the musical piece goes in, that creates images in the brain. So I can even tell what kind of images are going to be there
Let's not ruin that
as a generic
experience.
kind of a thing.
Let's not ruin that experience. No, my point is कि दिमाग में ऐसा क्या होता है कि यही part activate होगा? मतलब is it that कि
Because of the prior because of the prior experiences, basically the brain cells and the interaction between brain cells creates those kind of stuff, and then prior probably memories and the upbringing of typically, so I'm talking about typical Indian audience and typical Indian students, so their memories will whatever memories they will have, I can imagine, and I have conducted almost 1800 plus sessions, and this musical piece was used in all of them, so I'm pretty sure that it creates images in the brain.
Okay, so from what I see कि जो प्रायर हमारी memories है वो similar music को हमने associate किए हैं, तो जो प्रायर positive
The memories will come back. Yeah.
and those memories will come back creating those images, correct? Is that what you are
Yes.
trying to say? Okay, so I guess
Yes.
I think we are ready to listen to the piece. Please give us the piece, sir.
Okay.